But the guards did a fantastic job against their pressure, and so they're growing up, and we made some mistakes, but we're going to keep getting better as well.
More questions from upstairs.
Coach, obviously they seem to have a bit of a size advantage on you, and I know they had an edge on you in the second half, but otherwise, are you fairly pleased with the way your team played against a bigger and more physical opponent than you might normally see?
Well, I mean, we had some very good moments. You know, this was the first game of the year, and we certainly weren't perfect. You know, I thought our guys did a good job of handling their size down low, and, you know, we did a good job at guarding the passer, and our guys fought in there against their physicality. So it was a group effort, you know, there's no doubt about that. And then the first half, you know, we beat them on the glass, and I'm sure that was something Coach talked about at halftime in their locker room, and I did the same. You know, if we were going to find our way on top of this game, we were going to have to do the same thing in the second half, and then you know, obviously make a few more plays offensively as well. But you know, they got us in the second half a little bit, and that's probably what determined the outcome of the game.
We got one question from Matt Zimmer, the Artist Leader.
Noah, I want to know what it was like playing in an empty gym.
Yeah, it was a little different, but once you got going and you got the flow of the game, you honestly didn't even really notice the gym was empty, and you just end up playing like you always do, so it wasn't that different.
Got a question from Zach Borg, Dakota News Now.
For Noah or Douglas, obviously I know you wanted to win, but for being a first game, not having any real scrimmages, how much do you feel like you can build off this moving forward, and how far away do you feel like you are from becoming the team you want to be?
Yeah, it was our first game. We haven't played in a long time, but we were excited to get out there and compete against someone other than ourselves because we've been practicing a lot, and we knew we were going to have growing pains, but first game of the year, we're trying to play our best basketball in March, so we're just going to have to learn from it.
We're all good up here in the media room.
Okay. Douglas, you want to comment on that?
You said what?
You want to answer? Sorry. Go off of what Noah said.
Oh, I forgot the question.
It's okay. Okay. Just trying to get you involved. Anybody else? Greg Kearns, you have a question for anybody? Question from Greg Hunter.
This is for coach and both players as well. How did you handle their inside presence while they got some rebounds? They didn't score much in the paint.
Well, first of all, we knew they were going to get some offensive boards. You know, they're one of the best rebounding teams in the country year after year, and it was important for us to, if they did get them, to make sure we stay between them and the basket and continue to score over the top of us. And you know, that was part of our plan. And our guys fought, and we did a good job, you know, protecting the paint. And they made some shots that, you know, maybe they haven't made in the past. And kudos to their kids. You know, they stepped up and made some tough ones, and made us stretch out a little bit more in the second half as well. And that probably was a little bit more of an impact in the glass as well. But Dougie, why don't you go ahead too?
Yeah, coming in, we knew that this was a big physical team, and we knew that in order for us to be in the game, that we had to match their physicality throughout the whole game. And I think that we did a really good job throughout the whole game, outside of giving up a couple offensive rebounds.
Another thing that we talked about was our guards rebounding down and helping out our bigs because they had their hands full. So we just had to really fight.
Last question for coach or the student athletes.
We have one more question from Zach Borg.
Coach, what did you think of your bench contribution today? It seems like this year, especially compared to last year, you know a little bit more of what you have, and they're a little more capable of coming in and making an impact on the game.
Yeah, we'll continue to use those guys that are coming off the bench, and we got some weapons down there that are on the sidelines too that can really make a huge impact on this year's team, and we'll continue to give those guys more and more opportunities, and they'll be able to impact more and more, hopefully, and improve our depth throughout the season. You know, it's a long year, so you know you don't want to look in and read too much into any one game. But you know, let's just try to get better every single moment we get a chance to step on the floor.
Good. Coach Noah Douglas, thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Thanks, guys.
Again, a reminder, this press conference will be archived on the Sanford Pentagon YouTube channel. Box scores will be posted